Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at some of these coins. In fact, we're just going to look at Bitcoin today, and we're going to look at Bitcoin dominance because we need to understand, is Bitcoin dominance going to continue up to rally and hit this area here and then reject from there, allowing for a miniature, you could call it alt rally, relief rally, perhaps maybe an alt season. And is that going to happen anytime soon? Well, this is what I'm expecting to happen at the moment. So as we can see, there's plenty of room left to move on the RSI, lots of room left on the money flow index. I think that this could reach a lot higher than where it is right now. I think it could push right up to around about these levels that we saw in the massive parabolic bull run. So the areas of significance to me are going to be between 15,000 and pretty much where we are right now. So the first opportunity for a rejection is pretty much where we are, and the area above that, this is going to be a blue box territory. Why am I measuring that out? That's not what I want to do. Sorry, I've only just got back from a very busy day. So 14,900 to around 15,700. This is going to be our blue box territory of significance. So let's have a look at where we stand right now. Are we going to break through this or not? So at the moment we're approaching that quite rapidly. Let's just move that into there. We're approaching that quite rapidly. In fact, very rapidly. This looks like it's going to be one of those blow off top moments where it kind of launches. Or what, we're already up 7% or something for the day. That's an enormous amount for Bitcoin. As you can see, dominance is rocketing as well, which basically means that alts are either stagnant or decreasing in their value. This is going to be a very interesting moment for me because I'm getting ready to short pretty much everything when we get into this blue box area. Mostly altcoins, I should say, mostly altcoins. But at the moment we see that the top of this area, this blue box territory, is also the top of the Bollinger Band on the daily chart. Now if this breaks down, we could have a full retracement all the way down to 13,900, so about $1,000 retracement is what I'll be looking at, and that could happen in a bit of a flash crash, to be honest. But if we were to look at financial markets at the moment, they've just been rallying constantly. The Dixie's down, so the dollar is really far down, and what we're also seeing now is an area of super resistance, basically at high levels. But the problem I've got is that there's so much, I suppose, bullish retail going on in the moment. So you've got the PayPal thing, you've got Bloomberg talking about Bitcoin going to 20,000. You've got an enormous amount of bullish sentiment in the market. That, to me, normally suggests that there is a giant peak, and there's a lot of new liquidity to be dumped into, and I think that's what's going to happen. I think you got to read between the lines. The fundamental analysis would tell me, when you're looking at the bigger picture, that yes, we're seeing lots of green at the moment. The Nasdaq's green. Why is it all green? Well, this is following traditional markets. It's also got its own bullish sentiment, like I said, but it's also coming up to a very strong resistance zone. I'm not saying that we can't fly through that. We could, and we could go all the way through that. We could go up to 17,000, we could go up to 18, we could go up to 20, definitely. But then there would be an enormous, calamitous crash, which is what I'm kind of expecting. If we don't have a reasonable retracement here, we will launch massively and we will collapse massively, because there's just too much retail FOMO going on. Like I say, I watch Bloomberg, and when I have a chance, just have a little. It's usually pretty worthless, to be honest with you. They're telling you things that they've already happened. They're not really telling you anything of any significance. But what they generally say when something reaches at least Bloomberg level, if not onto the sort of, I suppose, traditional media. When you start hearing about it there, the party's pretty much over. So, it's crept into there recently, $20,000 Bitcoin they were talking about. So, I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's kind of a bit scary when you hear about that. What that's going to do is going to attract a lot of people into this. Oh, I think, well, I'll get into that. It's a 25% move from here. Well, it might not be. It might be a 25% move down, or more. The last time we hit $20,000, it was certainly a larger retracement than that. So I'm thinking this is the area to start getting ready to short from. When this breaks down, we need to stare at Bitcoin dominance, see how this moves. I would imagine that altcoins get hurt a lot more than Bitcoin, increasing the dominance even further, and it's when we get to this level here that I would expect a retracement. So it's around just short of 68% dominance is where I'm looking for a sizable retracement, and that is what I'm looking for. Anyway, aside from all of this, I've been plugging Bityard recently. Bityard. Well, there's a reason for that. Bityard is basically where I'm trading on. They're a relatively new platform, but they've just it's not happened yet, but they've announced that they're going to introduce a copy trade system, and some of those traders, not myself, but some of the traders that I've seen on there already, have got like a 99% win ratio. So you can basically just follow them and follow their trades. Your trades get executed automatically, just like on eToro basically, but for cryptocurrencies. So get yourself set up. There's a link below. Set yourself up. I think that should be coming to fruition in about 2 weeks. And just like I say, if you don't have a great deal of time, and me personally, I don't have a great deal of time to do day trading, you can just follow some of those pro traders and get some of that cash that they're making, rather than sitting around waiting for your time to execute. Some of these guys, they do it 24/7, so just follow those guys instead. And like I say, it's much better than probably a bot, for instance. These guys have got 99, the top trader on there's got 99% win ratio, so you can't really complain with that. Anyway, I'll leave you to make that decision. Like I say, there's a link below, and thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Take it easy.